Top of the morning, top of the night, whatever the case may be. My name's Ben Matthews, aka Ben Time Traveler. I am who I say I am. Your government with inside the government ain't. Trust me on this. Like I say, I know these things, man. Comes around, goes around too. Before I get started, what I want to talk about. See, my neighbor left his gate open. See, this is how things work out, man. But he left his gate open. The one I think's been killing the animals around here. And his one dog got out. So he'd drive around the neighborhood looking for the dog. Kind of funny in a way, though. But I don't want nothing to happen to any animals. But he's driving around the neighborhood looking for a dog. He couldn't find the dog. The dog was next door to my other neighbors trying to get at their dog, which he's thankful that he didn't get to my neighbor's dog, because my neighbor's dog got about 10 pounds on him and whipped his ass, man. But he went back in there goes the cop. He went back in his house because he couldn't find his dog. And I seen his dog come up in my driveway going towards my backyard. He can't get in my backyard though. But he was trying to get to the neighbor's dog on this side, on the other side of me, trying to get through to the fence. Thankfully he didn't get through, man. But he's trying to get my other neighbor's dog. Well, I went outside and I grabbed his dog, man, and I walked it over to him. I say, "Sis, your dog got loose, man." Oh, he didn't say shit. Yeah, here comes that wind, man. Hang on. But he didn't say shit, man. Thank you or anything and shit. I could have kicked his dog in his nuts, man, told him to get the hell out of my yard, but that's not how I am, man. What comes around goes around, man. I don't know if he shot that mama squirrel or he poisoned it or what the hell he did. I caught him shooting the cats. I caught him fucking throwing something over my fence and shit. But them baby squirrels, I went and got some unsalted nuts, a variety of them actually. And, I put them up there for him and shit. And well, it wasn't that long, maybe 20 minutes. They had the nuts in their mouth and they came down and buried a couple, and then I watched them shoot up in a tree, and so hopefully they'll make it, man. They just needed some coaching, man. But anyway, 97%, 97% of the population in the United States of America is either had their vaccination or are immune to the virus. Don't mean that, you different strains just like the flu now, but nonetheless, 97%. And these fucking, I don't know what to call them, man. I don't know what to call these pieces of shit. Sitting there fucking want to put the mask back on, and now they came out and they got a test saying that the N95 mask causes cancer because of the fucking rubber and all the shit. And it sits in the box and shit, man. That shit, then you put it on your face, man. You're breathing that shit in. Probably the masks probably going to end up in the long run. The N95 masks probably in the long run are going to end up killing more people with cancer than the fucking coronavirus did. Unbelievable. You know, when you put on them N95 masks and shit, and you smell that shit. That's cancerous bullshit right there, man. Plastic, oil, fucking chemicals, man. And you know what? Go back, check these dick and nuts, man. It's fact, man. It's fact. Okay, you know. And probably in the long run, more people are down the road are gonna get cancer from that fucking N95 mask and shit, man. Watch. I hate to say it's gonna come full circle, but it always does on my channel. Didn't work anyway. You know, them cloth masks and shit, man, the cheap ones and shit, you know, they'll stop the flu, but they weren't going to stop the coronavirus. So, you know, the 97% of the people in the United States of America are fucking either been vaccinated and are immune that way or are naturally immune. So, you know, they're going around, oh man, there's an uptick in the new strain, and you're going to put out a mask and fucking lock down your children. Blah, 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 blah. Fuck off. I was just telling you this, man. I refuse anymore, man. You know, not going around with the fucking don't give a shit. And then when I was at Menards and shit, man, they dropping out of the ceiling and shit, man, when I didn't have a mask on. Oh, yeah, fucking panicking and shit like they were going to call the fucking FBI or fucking DOJ and shit. Fucking Biden's fucking corrupted fucking bullshit. It's unbelievable, man, the fucking shit they get away with, man. And that's another thing. And I said this before, they're losing the African American votes and shit, dumbasses and shit, because they're allowing all these illegal aliens into this fucking country, and they're pouring billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars for that shit by itself, and they ain't taking care of my brothers and sisters in the hood, and they ain't never did. And my brothers and sisters in the hood are realizing these motherfuckers just want to keep them fucking enslaved in the mind and shit, man. Slavery, keep it in the mind and shit, man. Racism. Well, my brothers and sisters in the hood and shit, middle class and shit, that's getting stomped down, they're waking up, realizing the Democrats ain't done shit for them, you know. But they were told, they were always fucking that's where that brainwashing comes in. You got to vote for a Democrat because you're black, because you're dark skinned. Well, no. You know, you don't have to, like I said, you don't have to agree with everything about a Republican, and same with Democrats, but their Democrats went overboard with their communist socialist bullshit. Let's just be truthful, you know, back check that, you know, they went, they pushed so hard and shit all at once, you know. So much, you know, I just like to say, and you know, you get fucking censored and shit, get kicked off YouTube. Who gives a shit anymore, man? You know, look what they're doing to your children in the school systems and shit, man. And it's coming from, you know, the guy that's president of the United States of America and shit, man. His daughter had to go to sex and drug rehab because of him, because of him, because of him. The president of the United States of America's daughter had to go to sex and drug rehab because of her father. What the fuck's that tell you, man? And who's he hiring in his administration? The same group of motherfuckers, man. And I got nothing against that. If you're gay, man. Whatever, man. That's your business, man. You have a right to live your life the way you want. But when you see a fucking pattern going down and shit, man, call it out for what it is, man. If people don't like it, I don't really give a rat's ass, man. sit there and want to censor and shit, man. I don't want to be fucking straight up truth and shit. Look at, man, how many people you think how many people been censored, man, kicked off YouTube's platform, Twitter's, Facebook, et cetera, et cetera. Think about it, man. How many people that's been kicked off all these platforms, make you run around finding them, chasing them and shit, man. Come here, go there, man. We're creating this platform. But how many? And who are these people that are being kicked off? People that got the same kind of thoughts as you do, the same kind of beliefs you do. The Lord Jesus Christ, King of Kings, and we all fall short of the glory of God. I ain't no difference with my foul mouth and smoking marijuana. But he told us this, man. When people come out here and they say this is going to happen and that's going to happen, well, who's the first one that told you the whole story? Who's the first one? God, man. He told you exactly what's going to. He had people write it down, man. For you today, he's the first one. Jesus is the first freedom fighter, man. Jesus is the first true patriot, a freedom fighter for all mankind. But because it ain't no secret, it ain't been no secret. God gave us this, he warned us, man, for we'd walk that right path. He knew we were going to make mistakes because we're the time we live in and the year now and stuff. He knows we're going to make mistakes with bad choices and stuff. But you got to have them in your heart, man. You can't go out and do some stupid shit and then ask God to forgive you. But I got bad habits. I smoke weed and I got a foul mouth. That's about the extent of it, man. Now, ask me 20 years ago what I was like. A whole lot different, man. I was mean. I was a drunk. You wouldn't have liked me much. But none of this is the secret, man, of the now and the control that the government is trying to take from each and every one of us. With that, just take religion for all of it. Religion, just take that. They're attacking it. God said that, man. He said we will be crucified, man, as Christians, man. And sometimes it's hard to figure out what's right and what's wrong and what's true and what's not, But if you got God in your heart, He'll open you, man, to the truth, man. He'll show you the honesty. He'll pull you out of Pluto's cave, man. He'll pull you out, man. You may be walking on your hands and knees at first, man, but he'll show you the whole truth of the whole world, man. Who's making any money off this Biden bullshit anyway? It ain't the middle class, and it definitely ain't my brothers and sisters in the hoods and shit. Who's making all this money, man? It ain't us. When you go to the grocery store and one day tuna fish is 99 cents, you go there the next day and it's $1.15. Who just made that extra 15 cents off you? This is one fine example right there. And then you go over and you buy some Miracle Whip and it's gone up fucking 20 cents. Go buy a loaf of bread, that's gone up fucking 10 cents. So just go sit there and make yourself a tuna fish sandwich is how much, You go out and eat. Good luck with that anymore. But who's making that money? The one God talked about. See, another thing, I always knew that they're programming shit because God told us, man. God says that, we win in that, and us that truly believe. I knew that this would collapse on itself because go ahead, get rid of all the people, kill us all. Okay, who gives a shit, right? You not making no money, so what'd you end up with? Nothing. You won't have nobody to pick your shit. You won't have nobody to buy your junk. We won't exist, so what the fuck? What the fuck? And what good are you anymore then? You know? Well, we know how this story ends. We know about the aliens. God told us about them. If say angels, you want to call them angels, call them angels. Some stories in the Bible are talking about angels, man, sent from God. But it clearly states which angels God sent. And then it clearly states what angels, aliens, were fallen. Took our women of this planet. Instead of walking on all fours and shit, man. Took them as wives. Giants back in them days. Kind of remind you of Bigfoot, huh? Said man didn't walk with dinosaurs and shit. Bullshit. But this is the way I always looked at it, man. I wasn't back in them days and shit, man, when all this process was happening and shit. And back then we didn't have the smarts, man, to realize things and shit like we do today. Alien come down and fucking started messing with our women. We know, and we doing something about it. I'm trying to anyway, but they're too far advanced and shit for us anyway. So it's. I was talking to a guy this morning and shit, man, about he was got on conversations about aliens himself, man. Maybe I'd guide him that way. I don't know. I didn't bring it up, but anyway. And how they're gonna destroy us and shit, because he believes in them and he believes that they're gonna destroy us and shit, man. You gotta understand, man. There's good humans, there's bad humans, there's good aliens, there's bad aliens, man. You gotta know how the story goes, man. I just don't. I don't question, but I wonder why it does take so long for the Lord Jesus Christ, King of Kings, to come down here and kick some ass. And I understand that it has to get to that point, let's say a boiling point, the very end, the last of all this bullshit. We ain't even touched on it, we ain't even there yet, you ain't even seeing the starvation that's gonna come, you ain't gonna see the total chaos, no law and order, men shooting other people just for over a fucking can of pork and beans, over water and shit, man. You just ain't seen it yet, man. You ain't seen the World War III happening, man. You ain't seen the nuclear fallout, the nuclear winter. God told us all about it, man. Pillars of smoke and shit. Described everything, man, in great detail and shit. know when the time comes and shit, those that are chosen and shit, that are God and God's army, man, you will be protected. You will be protected. He knows who you are. He will protect you. And then he knows who all these other dirty dogs are too, man. The ones he ain't gonna protect, the ones he's gonna kick their ass. But see, you gotta understand, man. There's an army that's you're not seeing, an evil army that you do not see, but it exists. And you don't recognize it. You don't know. You just can't see it. Period. But come the end of days, you'll recognize it. You'll see it for what it is, man. It's gonna blow your mind. God didn't design us this way, man. And that's what I mean, by living in the now that you're living in, he didn't design you for telephones. He didn't design you for computers. He didn't design you for automobiles. He didn't design the infrastructure that you see. He didn't design none of this. None of this. Everything you see, everything. Just step outside your door. Everything you see outside. The trees he created, the grass he created. But it's all being manipulated. It's all being changed. Your food's being changed. The water you drink's being changed. The air that you breathe's being changed. It's no longer pure. Never has been pure for a long time, man. That's why when you eat whatever you eat, it's not good for you. Period. What you're drinking's not good for you. You shouldn't have been drinking water, and that was that. And eating nuts, berries, grains, wheats, and grasses, and no, everything's all fake. It's not fake. It's created for the evil that it is. It's supposed to rain, man, but it's struggling. I'm gonna go check out the radars and shit for the hurricane shit. See if they're gonna zap it and make it into a category 4. But they don't. They didn't need to do much, man. Their waters are pretty warm anyway. So let's just see if they steer it, man. Yeah, my neighbor, man. He didn't say nothing when I returned his dog to him. But being who I am, I know what he was thinking. He's thinking, "Oh, my dog got loose to go over there and chase them cats." And your dog wasn't chasing the cats, man. And your dog was over there trying to get to the neighbor's dog because they've been barking at each other for fucking ever. But I know that's what he's thinking. My neighbor down the road's getting mad, man. Some guy brought a house down there and shit, and he parked 6 cars deep on. Well, he's illegally he can park fucking where he's parking, but he parked 6 cars deep and shit, and in front of my neighbor down the road's house, and he can't park his vehicle and shit halfway down the block. And I think he just walked over there and said something about it, but there ain't nothing he can do about it. But I know he's pissed off. I'm getting a little bit of rain. I can't see the chats, man. John Boy's in the house. Hang on, Paris. What up, girl? I can't read what you're saying. I can just see your name, man. Oh, lost it. I can't see. I can see your names, man, but I can't keep it up as shit, man, and read it. I don't bother anymore. That's just their way of trying to get you not to like me. Oh, he ain't paying attention to us. He don't talk to us and shit. Fuck him, you know. But I'm sorry, man. It ain't my fault, man. You know, you don't want me to say what I want to say and shit. You know, they're just communist fucking pigs. You know, they don't want me to talk the truth. You know, like I say, my brothers and sisters in the hood and are waking up and shit, man. Realizing, you know, that voting for Democrats, what they've been told their whole life, and they're starting to realize, wait a minute, man, what have these Democrats done for us? They keep promising us every election and shit. We go out there and we burn down cities and towns for them, and they promise us all this shit, but they don't never give us anything. So that guy's name, Jelly Roll, whatever, he go into a jail and shit, man. And, he's gonna perform his shit somewhere here in Michigan, I think, in some jail, because he went to jail when he was younger and shit. But it's a simple fact, and I talked about this when I first got here years ago, man. You know, I know because I went through prison and shit, man. I went through the system and shit, man. If you ain't got no fucking programs for like job opportunities when they get out, you know, like, I don't give a shit if it's welding, air conditioning, automobile, whatever, man. Fucking working in the forest and shit, cutting down trees, whatever. You give them some kind of training, some kind of skill to fall on and shit. But they don't do that, man. They just throw your ass in prison and that's that, man. You got nothing to fall on the shit when you get out and shit, man. You accept the fucking number and shit. You know, on the application, ever been convicted of a felony? Well, there you go, man. You know. I lie, man. If they find out later on, I'll let my work fucking talk to me, man. You know, I'll back it up with my work performance and shit. I always have. Well, not always. I was honest with a few people. Yeah, see, that guy parked. I told you he was mad. He walked over there and told him to move their fucking truck. They parked in his driveway, man, halfway in his driveway. And the guy's got a fucking tow truck and big flatbed tow truck. He's fucking 3 or 4, I guess, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars and shit parked there and shit. When Don was gonna go leaving at fucking 6 o'clock in the morning going to work, and he couldn't get out because that guy blocking off his fucking driveway. Don's like that too, man. He says what he's gotta say and does what he gotta do, man. He don't take no shit either, man. Years ago, a guy behind him in the alley was fucking throwing old tires out in the alley and just leaving them there and shit. Just behind Don's garage on his property. He busted him and shit, man. He went off on him, shit. I thought he was gonna whip his ass right then and there, but That's that gray cat or that fucking little munchkin. Yeah, the other female cat is disappearing now. I don't know. She's been here for fucking how long and shit. I don't know if she the one that I saved his life and shit, the one I think he shot in the mouth and shit, and I brung it back to life and shit. The last couple of 3 or 4 days, she's just maybe a week. She's been coming every once in a while. She'll come up to the house, man, but she acts really fucking freaked out and shit now. She never was a. She used to come up the window and shit, man. Fucking. Now she's just totally different. Like she's fucking probably getting shot, man, with a fucking BB gun. And the bitch about all that is they don't really go out of my yard much, man. But I can't catch. I ain't caught them yet, but I will. Dirty son of a bitch. And it don't matter if you call the authorities or not, man. I already did it when I caught him shooting the cats the first time and shit. He just said, "Oh, I wasn't shooting at the cats." Should have asked the cop, "What the fuck, man?" He admitted to shooting. I love the sound of rain. I just thought of something. I gotta get out of get out of here and get on the house and shit, man. You know, sugar melts. I know shit does too, but you know, I ain't beeline my face if I thought you yesterday rode the rapid sideways down, told you all the color, make shit at one time, turnover time and shit a long time, man. You know. See, the chats just popped up. They were stayed up for a minute. Seen MH in there. Yeah, we're getting a good little drowning, man. We didn't get none of them garden showers like you usually get and shit, you know? Rain a little bit and shit, be done and shit. Now, every time it rained here, man, it rained fucking hard. It seems like it's been that way everywhere, man. Woohoo! Smoke another joint, man. Probably call it a night pretty soon. Well, the winds died a little bit. Yeah, just remember, man, you be that of God and God's army, and keep in heart, man, that you're living in now, and you're used to evil technology and shit. It's not your fault, man. But it's amazing that, God warned us about all this and how it was going to go down, how everything was going to happen. It ain't been no individuals out here, man, fucking telling me anything that I already didn't know. They're only reading the playbook when they say I read the playbook. You read the playbook of the Bible's what you read, man. You read what the Lord Jesus Christ, King of Kings, told you, man, was going to happen. That's all. You just adding a bunch of motherfucking shit with it, man. We've seen time and time again over through the history of mankind, shit on this planet, shit, where evil and good collide and shit, man. You can read ancient texts of spacecrafts fighting each other in the heavens. You can read it. It's been happening for quite a while. Well, think about it, man. Think about what's going to happen when the Lord Jesus Christ, King arrives, man. What are you going to bear witness to? We're just going to bring all the other bullshit with it first. The World War III, the nuclear weapon, the chaos, the no law and order, the starvation. We'll bring that upon ourselves and shit. But when the real war comes, the real war, God's war, yeah. He definitely was right, man. People are going to drop to their knees, man, of a heart attack. You're going to drop to your knees and ask for forgiveness, and it's going to be too late, man, because you ain't been on your knees to begin with, man. You've been on your knees for the wrong thing, man. You've been on that knee for the wrong reason, bro. And you see people that take a knee for the Lord Jesus Christ, for like in sports and shit, man. Boom, bada bing, man. They're off and kicked off to the side and shit, man. You see basketball players that stand up for freedom of other people and shit. Boom, bada bing. They're gone. They're gone. Boom. They're silenced. Remember Jesus, man? What he was sticking up for, what he was standing up for, what rights he was putting forth? The law of the Lord Jesus Christ. And what happened to him? He's no different, like I said, with being crucified, it's no different, just a different means of being crucified. But it's no different than me and you being crucified for our beliefs. If you believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, if you believe in God, man, if you speak up, you be crucified on YouTube, you be kicked off, man. It's a form of it's not sticking you up on a cross and nailing your hands and feet to it and shit. But it gets to that point. I mean, there's parts of the world right now, if you're a Christian and shit, man, what happens to you? You get killed. In a gruesome way. See, Biden, he's ass kissing China's ass, thinking that they're gonna be the world dominant power of the world and shit, which is bullshit. It ain't never gonna happen. I mean, financially and shit right now, their finances and shit, it's not healthy. Their economy over in China, it's not healthy right now, man. It's on very fucking shaky grounds, you know. But they not gonna come out and tell you that. But it's true. It's on very shaky ground. And if that goes down, you know, they can fake it up, prop it up like the United States is doing and shit, man. You can doing it all around the whole fucking world and shit with their fake ass fucking banking system and shit. It's like everything else, man. Eventually, man, it all just collapses. And we're once again, the average person is the one that takes the blunt of all the bullshit. Be nothing left of this planet anyway. So they, if you're that of God's army and shit, and you are protected, you are saved, you are taken up into heavens, and you're given eternal life, and all that God promised you. It's the ones that are left behind and thinking they're safe in their underground bunkers and that shit. Man, they have they have no idea of the power of the Lord Jesus Christ, apparently, because poof, this planet's fucking gone and they're turned to ash too, man. And eternal hell, man. There you go. Slow down, raining. See, every time somebody says something in chat, posts something in chat, my screen gets darker, so I know somebody's posting something in chat, but I can't see it, man. Don't it don't matter what I do. Oop, don't want to do that. Wow. No, I didn't want to do all that. I'm sorry about that, man. See, that's what I mean. Like God's always got my back too. You know, as that neighbor's doing, as bad and evil as he's doing, I didn't do anything to his animal, his dog. I actually got it and gave it to him. You know, but because that's what we should be doing. You know, you say what you gotta say to somebody, man. You should leave it at that. But they want to push the issue. You know? But just show that, and I'm not saying I'm a better man either. He's deeply religious. This guy is deeply religious, but he sees too much fault in other people. He's a perfectionist, and his deep religion don't allow him. I mean, he understands a lot of shit what's going on because he, like I said, he's religious. He knows that we're at the end of times and shit. But as far as I don't know the word I'm looking for, the interaction with other people that are, let's say, less than him, like me, less than him, you know, I'm not as rich as him, and you know, I'm not so, but he don't accept that, you know, he don't accept. And I imagine he don't suck people of color either. I would almost guarantee it. I'd almost guarantee it. But he's not accepting of anybody that's less than him. So that, to me, don't make him a good Christian. Because you should be accepting of everybody, man. You got your values, you got your beliefs, but you still should be accepting of everybody, man. I'm not accepting of rich people because I'm not accepting of him either because he, like I say, he looked down upon me. He looked down upon me from day one, because I ain't up to his standard of life, man. And to me, that's not a good Christian, man. I bet he drives by a homeless person with a sign, man. Please help, and don't even see him. What's that? One homeless asshole at Kroger's, man. He's a drunk and he's ignorant, begging for money and shit when he's drunk, taking off his boots, throwing them at the Kroger sign. I can barely stand up, cussing and swearing and shit. Standing out there asking for money. If I got it, kids in cars and shit, you know. And people gonna go give him some money? How stupid is that, man? Then you go up at the north end, you got two guys sitting in a wheelchair on the off ramp of the highway and shit. Veterans. That ain't all drunk. One's missing a leg. They can't afford to get shelter from the rain, you know. It's sick and it's sad. And you got some drunk and he's probably got a place and staying somewhere nice and warm and shit. They literally take turns up there at Kroger's and shit. Whole freaking group of them now, man. One drunk seeing one drunk do it, another. I knew a guy that stood on the corner of 10th up here. The sign, homeless. He wasn't homeless, collecting them benefits and shit. But he get, I don't know how much money, get drunk and shit. He's in a nursing home now. Yeah, some are deserving and some ain't, man. Look at Mario, man. Mario don't never ask for anything, man. I knew Mario my whole life, man. He living in the woods somewhere probably tonight, man. Getting wet. He's got mental health problems and shit. But he don't ask for money. You try to hook him up someplace to live and shit, but he has mental health problems. You start screaming and yelling and going all off the wall and shit, man, over nothing and shit, man. It takes quite a while to calm his ass down. He don't hurt nobody. I would hook him up with the garage, but it don't work out, man. He'd be out here at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning yelling at nobody and shit, man, fighting with nobody and shit. No one knows what set him off. But he's a good guy, man. Like I said, he don't ever ask for money or anything, but every time I see him, if I got money, I give it to him. Yeah, this world has been fucked up ever since the fall ones, man. It completely quit raining now. Yeah, the lady that I gave two of my house cats, kittens to, she sends me videos and pictures of them. And I was telling her about the neighbor next door and shit, what I think he's doing and shit. And she said that one of her neighbors threatened her with that shit. And she goes, she better not, I'll end up going to jail. And I laughed. I said, I think I would almost end up going to jail too. And then I says, but I'm gonna recognize myself as transgender and say I'm a fucking female and shit, man. Maybe we could share a cell. She thought that was funny as shit. I did too, though. And she says, because she's a cat lover. Well, she's an animal lover too, man. That's why I gave her the two kittens because I knew they were gonna be taking care of the spoiled fucking rot, just like mine. But she says she got a Siamese looking cat that comes up on her porch and shit. And, a wild cat. She's been trying to get close to it, man. But it walks on the fence line of her neighbor's property. She don't like that. Just like him, man. I don't know why that guy didn't. You know, he's got so much money and shit. I don't know why he didn't go out in the fucking country somewhere, man. He's a prepper too, man. He should be lucky, man, that his dog didn't get over in their fence and yard with Rush. Because the Rush has got at least 10 pounds, is not more on him. And Rush is, I know Rush will kick his ass, man. I don't know what kind of dog his is. Like one of them bird dogs, man. Goofy fucking long looking face and shit. Both of them are. So another thing that gets me, you got bird dogs and shit, and you got pigeons. What do you think your dog's gonna do? Bark at them fucking pigeons all day because it wants to get them. The bird dog. Squirrel, it don't matter. That's the second time his dog got loose. But like I said, I could grab a hold of that dog, man. I could kicked it in its nuts. But I don't lay that way, man. I want nothing to happen to his dog. I don't want him fucking running on the road getting hit. But I bet he walked in there. He's like, man, I seen that dog was over there chasing his cats. Was it motherfucker trying to get the neighbor's dog because they've been barking at each other and shit. And fucking one thinks the other one's friends and shit till he gets in the yard and the other one kicks his ass. I know Jack. I know Rush, man. Jack, the other dog, not so much, but Rush, yeah, I know he'll go after any dog, man, if he gets an opportunity. Temperature wise, perfect right now, man. I might get back in the 90s here. Go fucking figure, huh? Should I smoke the last one or not, man? Damn, man, you smoke a lot. Yeah, I do, man. I read an article, man, more people are dying from fucking pollution in the air and shit than they are smoking. Take your chances, man. What it is that's gonna kill you? What you eat, what you drink, what you smoke, your automobile, plane. Hell, I just turned 60, 22nd. I'm surprised I made it this long. Okay. Once again, I almost forgot this was my birthday. I had to be reminded. Yeah, it's just another day anymore, you know. Like 60, 600, there we go. It's all the same. Yeah, it's awfully funny, man. For a while there, shit, they were blocking shit from the internet, shit. You know, UFOs and shit like that. Blah blah blah. It went really fucking dark, man, for quite a while, man. Almost a whole year, maybe a little bit longer. And then all of a sudden they came out and boom, 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 and showing you all this shit, you know, fucking getting you fucking programmed up and shit. And then all of a sudden, boom, bam, bing, let's go quiet again. But you know, they're showing you more and more. Well, we already knew anyway. I mean, fuck. When I first got here, I was filming the fucking orbs and shit. There's different ones and shit, man. There's the dark ones. There's the ones that look like ball energy. And then you know sometimes you catch them fucking solid silver looking fucking balls and shit. I call them, well, they are what they are. They're orbs, man. And they're fucking probing our fucking planet and shit, man. But yeah, and then all of a sudden they show you one man fucking floating across the sky, fucking like it's something new. It's something new. But you know, back then and shit, man, motherfuckers come out and fucking call you a liar and shit, man. You're fucking you're faking it and whatever and shit. I ain't never faked it any fucking video, man. When I first got here and shit, man, I'm filming them motherfuckers straight up, man. Straight up by the chemtrails, man. Straight up by them motherfuckers. They were testing this shit, man. And that's another thing. Government can sit there and tell you, "Oh, we ain't doing it. We ain't doing this one. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that shit." With us, some programs they are, man. Guess what, man? Guess who's really doing that fucking geoengineering bullshit above your head? It's not so much geoengineering, though, man. Not on their side, anyway. Not the human side, it is. Fuck, they've been doing that shit, man. Back fuck, the fucking Maya talked about it. The Egyptians talked about it. Fucking the Hopi Indians talked about it. I mean, fucking it goes fucking all throughout history. They talked about fucking the lines in the sky and shit by the so-called sky gods. That's nothing new either, man. The lines you see on the ground and shit, Peru and shit, man. Them lines and shit, man. They represent up above in the sky what they were seeing and shit. When they were fucking laying lines in the sky and shit, your ancient ancestors were scraping that shit out on the ground, man, saying, "Hey, look, this is what's going on up there, man." And that's why you look from above and shit, you can see the lines and shit, man. They were copying what was in the sky, man. It's just been going on a long time, man. And that's a fact and the truth. And there's even dated in your history of this taking place in your now during the war, during World War I. Troops were landing on islands and shit where the natives never seen a plane or anything like that shit, man. And the food that they had and this all that they never seen that shit, man. So they these were gods to them. This is a fact. This was in your now, man. You know, and then all of a sudden, them war machines, and we know to be planes and fucking troops and shit left and shit. Well, them natives were no more getting all that food and shit, and the gods were gone. So what did they do? They built replicas of airplanes and put them in the fields to try to get the so-called gods to come back. It's fact. And that's happened over and over and over and over and over. That's what your ancient ancestors were doing. Come back. Yeah, it happened during the war and shit. And they landed on an island and shit. These natives never seen no planes and fucking military and shit. Give them some can of spam and shit and chocolate and shit. They're like, whoa, like, wow, man, they're gods, And all of a sudden the troops left and shit, man. And these natives wanted the gods to come back. So they built can't even say it, planes to get the troops to come back. Replicas. It don't matter. I got a speech disability anyway, man. I told you when I first got here, man. Yeah, we'll smoke this one here, man. I ain't driving. So might as well be smoking. Can't afford to drive. So either pay the bills and eat a little bit, put a little bit in the gas tank. Can't do nothing more. Feed the animals. Glad I was able to save 2 of them anyway. Them lickables, man. If you can get a cat, I can start licking on one, man. No. Uh-oh. The Super Day went live, I think. That's what it said. Yeah, I think maybe I'll try getting another different phone, man, and see if I can get the chats to work because it's kind of It is kind of bullshit with YouTube, man. But I don't know if I can get the chats on the computer down or not, man. The laptop. I ain't used that motherfucker in months, man. It's a thing of the past to me. I'm not editing videos anymore, not doing none of that shit, not cutting in music. It used to be all right, shit, man. When they started taking away so many of them features and shit, man. When they first did away with the infrared fucking filters and shit, man, on YouTube, I know it was over with, man. If you got an infrared filter and shit, man, you film the sky and shit, you'll see all kinds of fucking crazy shit, man. You'll see dimensions that you weren't supposed to. That's why they use infrared, man, a lot. Fucking military and shit, man, because they can see that shit. But you used to be able to make a video and put it in infrared and shit, man, on YouTube and shit, man. Fucking just the shit you would see, man. But they got slick to that. No, you can't be doing that. So they took that feature away and shit. And then they took the music feature away and shit. Cause fucking hidden messages and music and shit. No, I can't be having that. Won't have no Liberate song here. I wrote down one of them. Yeah. Look how smoky it is, man. Cheek and Chong, man. Yeah, me and a friend of mine smoked one the other day. Go over his house. I went down and got him for it. Man. Got him some. And we smoked half a joint, and he was done. He had kicked his ass, man. He kicked my ass too, man. But he's like, "Oh man, you take that home. I don't want no more of that. Holy fuck!" And he's a smoker like I am, man. And that strawberry cough, I think it was at 42%, 45%, somewhere right there. But it lived up to its name, that's for sure. Woo! I hope they got some more of that when I go down there this time. They're always change up their shit there, man. So you don't know any given day what they got and what did it. So there comes the rain again. Yeah, it's supposed to get up to 90s next week or something. We'll see. had a lady in Kroger's, man, telling me that this season sucked. She said, "Do we even have a summer?" I said, "Ain't that amazing, man?" So my tomato plants didn't do worth the shit. She goes, "Neither did mine." She said, "It don't even seem like we had a summer, does it?" I said, "No." I said, "It ain't been hot at all around here, man." You look at Detroit and it says 90 degrees. We're lucky to break fucking 80s, high 70s. We're supposed to get some kind of heat wave and shit, man. That never fucking happened. Last couple of days, people walking around with sweaters and shit and spring jackets on around here, man. So like I said, it feels like the middle of September, man. Which September ain't too bad around here. I mean, we get our days of 80s a couple times, and it kind of gradually falls off and shit, man. But this year, it started a long time ago. August is usually the hottest month out of the year around here. Well, it didn't live up to that at all, man. Only thing I can say, man, is we were way below on the rain. But it sure made up for it, man. Made up for that within like a month time, man. Yeah, Biden done fucked up, man. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. Poor Trump. I'm still voting for him though. So are a lot of my brothers and sisters, man, in the hood and shit. Yeah, buddy. They realizing, man, that man was doing more for them than what the fucking Biden is. I don't know why them socialist communist pigs think that it's gonna keep working the same shit over and over and over. The racist shit, like we're Democrats and we're socialists and we're here for you, the people, and shit. I mean, you can only bullshit people for so long, man. You can only give them so much shit, and then you have to start giving other groups of individuals more. I mean, think of it, man. Illegal aliens are getting housing and shit. Why my brothers and sisters, man, they fucking getting shit to live in. Because it costs too much for poor people to even fucking afford rent anymore, man. It's bullshit. Middle class is just starting to feel the squeeze now, ain't you, man? Huh? How's that fucking mortgage and shit going? How's that new vehicle going? How's all that fancy fucking new shit you got going? Yeah. Just think, man, it's only the beginning of your what's about ready to happen. But middle class, man, you don't understand. You're at war, man. before you realize it, shit, guess where you're going to be at? Yeah. With the rest of us. Poor. Don't worry, though. I'm from the government. I'm here to help you. What we're going to do is we're going to bring back welfare cheese. Yes, we are. We also going to give you some canned bugs. We're going to give you some veggie burgers. Don't worry, we're going to feed you. And drink that recycled sewer water with fentanyl in it. That a bitch. They can sit there and they go to the sewer treatment plant and they test the water once a month and see how much fentanyl is in it. And then they go on. Then they can tell how much fentanyl is being used in certain areas. Fact. Look it up. They test for a lot of shit in the recycle water. You'd be surprised at what's being recycled, treated, wink, wink, and even the shit that they're putting in there to treat it, shit, man, fucking poisonous, man. Right on the bags, got bones and skulls and shit. Wear a mask when you handle this. Wear gloves. Highly dangerous. It'll kill you. I remember when I went and got that fucking bag from Waste Management. And then the guy working on the inside, man. Told me what day he'll have it in the garbage and shit. And I went and picked it up out of the garbage shit. He didn't like putting that shit in there himself, man. But I filmed the bag and fucking I touched it. Yeah, shit, I'm protected. Well, probably bored you with my yippee yapping already. I ain't no professional bullshitter, so I don't come out here and make money. I come out here and bullshit for hour on end and shit where I can get more money. Got nothing set up. I am who I am, man. Don't need it. Shouldn't cost you nothing for the truth. That's why you don't need a church to pray. Give a certain percentage of your money to the church. This church gives out free food, but it's all donated, man. They're not. They're giving out food, yeah, but it's all donated, man. Very few churches that really do God's work. In reality, here we go with that 97% are fake. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get censored anyway, so what's it matter? Surprised they didn't censor me for showing a dead squirrel. It don't matter if you're telling the truth and you're right about it all, man, because they'll sit there and call you a liar. Shit, they'll dox you. They'll threaten you. They'll make fucking bogus phone calls and you're acting like it's you and shit, threatening other people and shit. They'll fucking run you through the gauntlet and shit, man. Fuck. Alex Jones fucking wasn't the first one to be fucking shadow banned. You think they did a fucking beta test on? Hello. Yeah. I almost sometimes feel like that, man. I almost feel like fucking when I first got here all them years ago and shit, man, it was run through the gauntlet and shit, man. It was like a beta test for the rest of the rest of us and shit, man. You know, and censorship and fucking. You see it now with big time fucking stars and musicians and fucking you name it, shit, man. Athletes all being silenced and shit. And I hate when people sit there, man, that are supposed to represent you and shit and don't do a damn thing, man. Well, is it obvious? Yeah, it's fucking obvious, man. Who's being censored and who's not. Shit. I mean, you got athletes that are being censored. You know, all different types of people, man, representing. And people are supposed to represent you and shit. They sit on their fucking ass and fucking go chasing fucking rainbows and fucking unicorns and shit. Alright, there goes my alarm system again. Should go check on things. But yeah, they don't represent shit, man. Fucking, we're gonna impeach Biden. What fucking good's that gonna do? Impeach Biden, so what? And it goes over to the next door and shit, man. And they don't fucking. You ain't got the votes there. It's just fucking waste of fucking time. You gotta fucking take complete control of the whole fucking situation, man. Own all three of that shit. You know? Both houses in the White House. And then do some fucking house cleaning and shit, man. You got the facts and shit, man. But by then and shit, it's too late. Fucking time's ran out. You can't prosecute him, man. You know? Fucking same thing with Hunter Biden. It's fucking crock of fucking shit, man. It's fucking spin the same fucking wheels over and over and over. Literally sit there and make fucking shit up, man. Make shit up about Donald Trump and shit. Fucking complete fucking bullshit. Like, sit there, FBI makes up a fucking story, sends it to the fucking news agency. They report the fucking shit as being fucking truth as a fucking source. And then fucking FBI, reads it and shit, gives them a reason to go fucking search or do whatever the fuck they want. You know, it's bullshit. Straight up bullshit. You know, look at Roger Stone, fucking Flynn. You look at them motherfuckers, all of them shit, man. And nothing. Nothing. Except fucking people going to prison and shit, man. And that's kind of where my brothers and sisters in the hood and shit are starting to give cred to Donald Trump, man, being arrested and fucking mugshot. They didn't take all that in consideration. I said this before, kind of like Donald Trump's a fucking time traveler, wink, wink. Yeah, and knew this was going to happen, but they didn't take that in consideration. That kind of like, man, Donald Trump kind of fucking he kind of gangster and shit, man. But they got a painted picture of Donald Trump as a fucking crook and a mobster and a fucking, and he's just fighting the system. And my brothers and sisters are waking up saying, "Oh, wait a minute, man! Yeah, he's fighting he's fighting the same system." They're starting to get it. Donald Trump's fighting the same fucking system that they've been fucking fighting. Preach that shit. Am I lying? Am I lying? Tell me when I'm lying. You come out here and you talk about fucking how good the economy is doing and shit, and his program, his Green Deal is doing and shit. His Green Deal ain't doing for fucking the middle class and fucking the poor people. It's not doing it all for them people, man. Okay? It's doing for the rich people once again and shit, man. And look, he's investing fucking billions of dollars in fucking plants and shit, and they're closing up the last time and shit, man. Fucking if that ain't fucking money laundering, I don't know what the fuck is, man. Fucking go give billions of dollars to the motherfucker, go belly up, man, shortly after to get the money and shit. How the fuck's that possible and shit? Fuck. Going after Musk. Unbelievable, man. Because he won't hire illegal aliens from a country that ain't documented and ain't got paperwork and shit. But it's against the law if he did. He'd go to jail if he hired the motherfuckers. Well, they made a law that he's supposed to hire motherfuckers. What the fuck? You tell a fucking business owner you gotta hire an illegal alien that you don't know who the fuck he is and shit, man. Fuck, they got fucking ISIS fucking smuggling motherfuckers over the border now and shit. Who are they fucking smuggling over? Fuck. And you get these wacko, sicko motherfuckers out here want to shoot up shit, man, because they got a fucking mental health problem and shit. And they ain't been fucking, because we shut down all the mental hospitals in the United States of America and shit, man. Instead of fucking taking care of this shit, man. But, they're always going to slip through the fucking cracks anyway, fucking nut jobs and shit. Gotta always fucking paint that shit fucking racist and shit. That guy was that one was racist and shit. The one before there was racist and shit. But not all of them are racist, but fuck. And why is that anyway, man? Because of what they're being fucking programmed on the TV in their fucking little fucking world of fucking disbelief and shit. Of hate. Hate each other. That's what Biden and fucking the double and whoever the fuck, want to fucking do is divide us and shit. Make us hate each other and kill each other and shit. Fuck. Peace, love, and understanding, much respect of each other, man. Is that so hard? Never. I said that from the beginning. I know I struggle with it on here to this fucking rock myself, man. Come human. But that's what's going on. Fucking Biden shits. He's painting this picture of fucking the fucking racism and fucking white supremacists and shit. And what's that do? That triggers the motherfuckers that fucking think that they are in their brain and shit. Go do stupid shit. It's stupid, man. Shut down all the mental hospitals and shit, man. What do you think's gonna fucking happen? And the homeless population, that's a good percentage of them want to be like that, man. And they want to live their life like that, whatever, man. A good percentage of them. There are a lot of mental health people out there that do need help, though, man. But it's like taking a stray wild cat and trying to cage it, put it in your house. It's freak out. It's not going to happen. And that's the same with some of these people that got mental health problems that live out on the streets. Shit, man, you're just not going to take them off the street and put them in a fucking building somewhere and shit and give them shelter and food and all that. Make sure that's not going to work. Some of them got that fucking don't want to be fucking confined in that shit, man. They don't want to be fucking. They want to be out in the world, man. Fucking doing what they're doing. Medication ain't always the answer either. Fucking assholes. Yeah, you go through that time and shit, man. Motherfuckers, they were giving every fucking child fucking Ritalin and shit, man. Y'all see it now? Never? They're giving all them kids the Ritalin and shit, man. Fucking calm them down and brainwash them in the school system, man. Mm-hmm. Schools are nasty, man. Socialist fucking shit, man. It ain't what it should be. It's there to fucking brainwash your children and hate United States of America and be racist against the white man, of course, because it's your turn. Yeah, so that'll be pretty interesting coming up here shortly, man. September's going to be fucking. Yep. We'll see what happened with China, man. I've been keeping an eye on it. I'm telling you, man. Usually when fucking shit fucking goes south, man, on the finances, economy and shit starts collapsing upon itself, country after country. You know what always happens, man? War. World war. Because, when everything's collapsed like that, shit, man, ain't fucking any little thing set shit off. See, China been propping itself up, man, for so fucking long, and pencil whipping the books and shit, and it just ain't gonna be able to fucking sustain itself, man. And it's showing. I've known it for a while, but it's really starting to show signs of stress now. So we'll see what happens in September. They're banking on Christmas as of course, fucking Christmas is that fucking made in China shit you're gonna go by. See, they picked the winners, man. It's that simple and shit. They can have the new world order all they want. Shit, man, don't matter if everything collapses because it's every country for itself, ain't it? Ain't gonna be no brotherly love anymore. And think, before I go, what y'all think of this? With Ukraine, Russia is going through a lot of ammunition. They're having a hard time, man. It's flying herself. United States of America, we've been giving Ukraine and shit. We're real low, just like our oil reserves. Wink, wink. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Because I'm saying it to you, man. All right. Yeah. We'll see. But Russia's low on ammunition. United States is low on ammunition. United States is low on oil reserves. Fact. We're low on a lot of shit, man. You just don't know. China, they're stockpiled like a motherfucker, baby. You hear what I'm saying? Because I'm saying it. They're stockpiled like a motherfucker. They fucking, you know, they give Russia a little bit, man. Fuck, Russians get most of their shit from Iran and fucking some other third world countries and shit, man. Probably a little bit from North Korea too. China don't have to, they ain't spending shit. And just think, the hurricane season's upon you, man. I mean, it's been upon you, but you're at that peak and shit right now. You see what's happening in Florida and shit, man, the Gulf and shit, man. What always happens during a hurricane season, gas prices go up, man. Boom, bam, bam. A hurricane, boom, boom, boom hits, man. Boom, gas prices go up. We ain't got no fucking reserves, man. We ain't got no reserves at all. So, like I said a long time ago, not too long ago, what happens if you get 3 or 4 hurricanes that hit? Boom, 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 boom. Fucking gas prices are gonna go up through the fucking roof. And then throw another disaster in on that shit, man. Major earthquake out in California. Winkety wink. Did I say that? Yeah. Then what happens? So, your gas prices are going up, then your food prices are going to go up higher and shit, man. Fucking rich eating the fucking rich. Rich eating the poor, what the fuck they're doing, eating us, man. I mean, it's pretty bad when you go to the store one day and buy a can of tuna fish, and you go the next day and it's fucking up 15 cents. One fucking day. That's pretty fucked up. Same with the bread, man. Everything. Thanks, Biden. It's working out pretty good, man. I guess it'll be less obese people and shit because they'll be eating less, man. The funny thing is, people ain't, like I said, they ain't felt the reality yet. Most people that are fucking poor and shit are feeling it, but they understand it. One thing about being poor and shit, you're already there, so you already understand what's happening. It's a bitch when you're like up middle class and shit, man, living the fucking American dream and shit, and all of a sudden, bam, boom, bam, bang, it ain't existing no more. That fucking nice house of yours is gone and shit, and boom, good luck trying to find a fucking apartment. I'm telling you right now, China's fucking on the blink, man. You might wake up fucking sometime in the near future here in September and shit, man. Fucking all you be hearing about China and shit, China economy and shit, man. All right, man. Peace, love, and understanding. Much respect.